Hi, welcome to Wise Guys. Solving quadratics by graphing 2. In this video, I'd like to show you another method to graphing quadratics. Because quadratic function is a parabola. They have symmetry, and solving this one by graphically, the graph is touching the x-axis. So let's see this method. First of all, the example is x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0. I do this way. I move the constant to the other side. Then we have x squared minus 7x equal negative 10. That means if x squared minus 7x, if we can find x, they make x squared minus 7x equal negative 10. The same thing with x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0, right? So then we graph two functions. One is on the left side function. We set up y1 equals x squared minus 7x. This is also parabola because the high exponent is 2, which is parabola. And the second function is y2 equals negative 10. This one is a straight line, which is parallel to x-axis. So let's see how to graph this one. Graph this one we can do this way. y1 equal, because x squared minus 7x, they have common factor with x. So pull x out. We have x minus 7. To graph this one, just say x and x minus 7. That means in this graph, they have make it to 0, the x equals 0, x equals 0 here. And the x minus 7 equals 0, x7, for example, 7 is here. These two, right? Then we can graph it because this parabola is upward because x squared, the coefficient x squared is positive. That means the parabola open upward. For example, we did this one here, right? This one. And this is y2 equal negative 10. For example, here is negative 10. Then we graph it. These two meet this point. Meet this point and this point. And these two is the solution because y1 equal y2, which is x squared minus 7x equal negative 10. So this one is y1, this is y2. They meet together, that means equal. These 2 points is the solution. This is my idea. So the next page I will show you how to graph it. I put the x, y, and first graph y1 equal x minus 7. This is also a parabola, right? The parabola for this one, we can see that when x equals 0, y1 equals 0. When x equals 7, also y1 equals 0 here, right? These two is for graph y1 equals x times x minus 7. So which is the x-intercept is x equals 0 and x equals 7. And then we see this parabola go this way. We need to make sure the bottom part, right? Otherwise, if this part is not correct, then these 2 points will not correct. So because parabola is symmetry, these two is x-intercept. That means the symmetry must be between 0 and 7 in the midpoint, which is from 0 to 7 is 3.5. This point is the symmetry. So we can draw symmetry here. This is symmetry. Which is the parabola on both sides is symmetric. And 3.5, what is the value of when x equals 3.5? We can plug in, so we can say because y equals 3.5 multiply 3.5 minus 7, right? And y equals 3.5 multiply 3.5 minus 7 is negative 3.5. That give us value is 3.5 multiplied 3.5. First is negative, then this is 12.25. So x equals 3.5, y equals 12.25. This is 10, this is 20, 12, and this is 12, this is 14. The 12.5 a little bit down because this is 12, this is 14, middle is 13. So a little bit down here, put here. This is the point, eh? Then we can just, if you want to get precisely, maybe you got more point. Now, before that we do y1, then we do y2. y2 equals negative 10, which is a straight line parallel to x-axis. So negative 10 here. We use the 1, negative 10 line in here. This is a y2 equal negative 10, right? And the parabola is downward. It must meet with the y equal negative 10 and get solution, right? For more precisely, I like to make more points for this one. So we can do y1 when this one, let's say in the midway, if we put the 1 and a 2, we put the 1. This one is 1 times 1 minus 7, which will give us this one equal negative 6, right? So get the negative 6 when x equal 1, y equal negative 6, which is this point, right? And we can write one more y1 when x equals 2 is 2 times 2 minus 7, which give us 2 times negative 5 equal to negative 10. See? Negative 10. So this is negative 10 here. Same thing, we can put y1 when the x is on the other side. And also we can see when x equal 1, y equal negative 6. Because the parabola is symmetrical, so that's why when x is 2 units from symmetrical here, no, 2.5 here, or from 0 to 1, the 7 to 6. So 6 must be also get this answer, right? When x equals 6, it is 6 times minus 1 is negative 6, right? So same thing, this point is 2 units from 2 units, which is 5. You got this one here, see? That's what the parabola here is go this way here. So we have these 2 points. They meet with y2 equal 10, which will give us the solution here. This point is 5 and negative 10. This point is 2 and negative 10. That's the solution. So that's why this function is the solution is x1 equals 2, x2 equals 5. So this is y2 equals x squared minus 7x when this is y1. When y1 equals y2, which is our quadratic equation, which is x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0, right? So the solution x1 equals 2, x2 equals 5. This is presented by Wise Guy.